with the outcome today. There were a few bright spots, it was a great crowd. They made a run at us early. I thought we bounced back and regained the lead. Felt like we were in the driver's seat when we got to halftime, but knew that Ohio State tends to be a very, very good third quarter team. So we were prepared, tried to prepare our guys for that, the aggressiveness that was going to come with the press. We just, the first 4 minutes, it got away from us, and I thought we lost all momentum. They regained it. And then we were kind of playing catch up there for the remainder of the game. So, 21 points off of our turnovers. That's the game right there. So, we could dissect it any way you want, but that's the game. 21 turnovers, or 21 points off of our turnovers.
Questions? Amanda, you come into Ohio State knowing, you come into Ohio State knowing that they're going to pull out the full court press pretty consistently. What is it about it that makes it so hard to go up against?
Well, and it's I'm going to take credit, or I'll take all responsibility for it. We didn't do a very good job of making sure that what we were doing was effective enough, and that's disappointing, but I have to take responsibility for making sure that, we're always ready, and we knew that they were going to press, and we've had 2 days to prepare for it. And it's making sure I got the pieces in the right place, and the right decision makers in the right place. But, it's aggressive, they're very athletic. And that's what they feed off of, their press and creating turnovers and causing turnovers and scoring and whatnot. So, it wasn't like we were surprised by it, but we just didn't handle it very well today.
Yeah, Terry, I mean, when you look at the turnovers, is there any disappointment, you're going to struggle maybe a little bit, there's going to be turnovers.
Sure.
But are there any plays you can point to, so that's one that is disappointing to you as a coach? Are there moments where that happens? Or were they too frequent, I guess?
Yeah, I don't know, Mike. I could pick out one. I mean, there's 23 to choose from, right?
Sure.
Again,
as an example,
right. I mean, I think anytime that, you get it, and, I think there was a play right in the beginning of the third quarter where Chloe just throws it out of bounds, to their bench, and, doesn't hit a body. And it's those kind of plays right there. Yarden had that one baseball or football, whatever, pass over the top, almost threw it out of bounds to Bo. I mean, those are the two that come to mind, but, we were all guilty, I think of making, poor choices. Our spacing at times, was not what it needed to be, against a press like that. You need to stay spread out. I thought we were guilty of catching and putting the ball on the floor immediately versus catching and facing and turning and looking. Those, but there were some in the half court too, that were just, whether we tried to get the ball to Mac, whether, Mac had a hard time getting it out of the double. I mean, I think all of us, like I said, are always guilty of one or two that we wish we could have back. And, you can't do that against a team like Ohio State, cause they make you pay. And, it's all these have been really hard lessons, but we've taken every lesson that we've learned, and we've become better because of it. And we'll be better, hopefully come this week when we play Michigan State.
Thanks for the time, Coach Tom.
Sure.
Lane, question for you in the second half. Mackenzie's really successful in the first half.
Mhm.
Was that a byproduct of the press in the third quarter that made it so she was getting the ball as much, or?
No, I mean, again, she gets 12 shots. I think she had a few that, rolled in and out for there. And, I'll probably look back and there'll be moments where, we'll watch and we broke the press, and we wanted to, we talked to Mac about trying to get deep, position. And we talked to our guards about, dropping that thing in there, and we missed her on occasion. We did. And so we were guilty of that, once we broke the press. So, all of it is, I think both their press, but it's also our decision-making was poor at times.
Oh, sorry, do you have a follow-up? Okay, go ahead.
Just Mackenzie, what did you see differently from Ohio State from that second quarter to the second half, specifically against you?
Like Coach said, I had some shots that rolled in and out. Those are shots I usually make, and I expect myself to make, so that was disappointing. but, I think that we knew how they were gonna come out in that third quarter. And like Coach said, we didn't respond very well to it at times. So, it's fresh right now. It's just gonna be about going back, looking at film and finding ways to get better.
Hey, Coach, how important was it for you to see your teams fight all the way to the end, especially, after that third quarter run, to not let it get to them too much and keep it?
Yeah, you know what, tell you, I'm never surprised by our fight. I mean, these kids, and I think I've said it before, they care, and they're competitive. And they wanna do well, and they wanna be successful for one another. And so, I don't know, I'd have to really, really go back and dig and think about a team that didn't want to fight to the bitter end. But, in the last, 4 to 5 years that I've been here, my guys have always fought. And, it's what you appreciate about them. But, tonight it was just a little too short. If we could have we just ran out of time, because I think we were starting to make some things happen defensively. We showed some different things defensively. We went from our man to our zone. The zone, got them to miss a few shots. But just, ran out of time, I think, tonight.
Pat, Aaron, David, is back. This specifically for Mackenzie, but for everyone. You're no stranger to success against Ohio State. So what were some of the differences and improvements that you saw from this team from the last, you faced them 3 times last season from last season?
Yeah, I mean, we knew what to expect coming in. Although pieces may look different for Ohio State, it's still the same type of team, full court pressing us, forcing us to make turnovers, and we know that that's where they find their energy, and that's when they go on runs, is when they can get turnovers and score really quickly. So, like Coach said, we were expecting that, but we ran out of time there at the end. I think we were starting to make a good run there, but kudos to them. They fought for 40 minutes as well, and we know that they're a good team.
Today, I guess kind of looking back, you kind of wish that there was anything different in training, or
No, again, we just, there's a lot of things I'd like to do different, right? But you don't get second chances, and but we will be better. I promise these guys. Like I said, I'll take all the blame for not the press attack today, and we're not putting our kids in the right, and they knew it, and they knew they had to be able to handle themselves. And for 2 days against our press guys, our scout guys, they did a decent job, but it was still concerning because their pressure and Ohio State's pressure looks a little bit different,
Jason Cody went out, fouled out in the that first quarter.
Right.
Jason Shelby kind of took control of it.
Sure.
For that. How difficult of a matchup does she pose? Or inside out, run stall.
Yeah, she's terrific. I mean, she's and she has a motor. She's fast. She can shoot it. She's a 3-level scorer. She's had a great career here. And ever since that, she, even as a freshman, she's always been at the top of our scouting report. We have a lot of respect for how she plays the game, how she handles herself. She's terrific. She absolutely is.
All right, thanks, Lynn.
Yep, thank you.